Look at these two guys approaching the same girl at a coffee shop. This is Jake, conventionally handsome, great jawline, perfect teeth. And this is Marcus, average face, nothing special about his features. If you had to guess who gets her number, you'd probably pick Jake, right? But watch what actually happens. Marcus walks away with her Instagram, her number, and a date for Friday night. Jake, he's ordering his coffee alone, wondering what just happened. This happens everywhere, every single day. You see guys who aren't traditionally handsome pulling the most attractive women, while the pretty boys go home empty-handed. Comment below if you've ever seen this happen, because I guarantee you have. That's because attraction isn't about being conventionally good-looking. It's about understanding the psychology of what makes someone irresistibly hot. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how Marcus, and guys like him, use 3 psychological triggers that make them more attractive than men who are technically better looking. Here's what Marcus understands that Jake doesn't. Attraction is relative. Remember that optical illusion with the 2 circles? Both circles are exactly the same size, but one looks bigger because of what surrounds it. Marcus uses this same principle, but with his appearance. Look at Marcus again. He's not the most handsome guy in the room, but watch how he positions himself. At the gym, he works out next to guys who are out of shape. At social events, he stands near guys who dress poorly or have bad posture. Pause the video right now and think about your friend group. Are you the best dressed guy? Or are you surrounded by guys who make you look better by comparison? Jake, on the other hand, hangs out with other good looking guys. He goes to the trendy spots where every guy looks like a model. So even though he's handsome, he blends into the crowd. He becomes average by association. I have a friend named David. Objectively, he's maybe a 6 out of 10. But David only goes to dive bars and casual house parties. Compared to the other guys there, guys in wrinkled t-shirts and flip-flops, David looks like he stepped off a magazine cover. Women notice him immediately. Meanwhile, his better-looking friend Alex goes to upscale rooftop bars where every guy is wearing designer clothes and hitting the gym twice a day. Alex disappears into the background. The lesson? Don't compete where you can't win. Choose environments where your strengths stand out. Here's the second thing Marcus does that Jake completely misses. He understands effort contrast. Remember the sushi vendor who used less rice so the filling looked bigger? Marcus does the same thing with his appearance, but in reverse. While other guys are trying to hide their flaws, Marcus strategically highlights his strengths by minimizing everything else. Marcus has an average face, but he has great arms. So what does he do? He wears perfectly fitted t-shirts that show off his arms while keeping everything else simple. No flashy accessories, no complicated outfits. Just clean, simple clothes that make his best feature pop. Jake, meanwhile, tries to look good everywhere. Expensive watch, designer shoes, perfect hair, trendy clothes. He's like that sushi with too much rice. There's so much going on that nothing stands out. Here's a challenge. Look in the mirror right now and identify your one best physical feature. Write it in the comments. That's what you should be highlighting. When women look at Marcus, their eyes immediately go to his arms. When they look at Jake, they don't know where to focus. The human brain prefers clarity over complexity. I know a guy named Tony who's balding and not particularly tall, but Tony has an incredible smile and great style. So he keeps his head shaved clean, wears simple but well-fitted clothes, and makes sure he's always smiling. Women remember him as that guy with the amazing smile, not that short bald guy. Now here's where Marcus really separates himself from every other guy. He understands scarcity psychology. When Marcus talks to women, he doesn't act like he's trying to impress them. Instead, he acts like he's deciding whether they're worth his time. Watch Jake's body language. Leaning in, trying hard to be funny, asking lots of questions about her. His whole vibe screams, "Please like me." Now watch Marcus, relaxed posture, takes pauses in conversation, sometimes looks around the room while she's talking. He's present, but not desperate. Jake treats every woman like she's the only woman in the world. Marcus treats every woman like she's auditioning to be in his world. Be honest in the comments. Do you act more like Jake or Marcus when you meet someone you're attracted to? Here's why this works. Humans want what they can't easily have. When Jake is immediately available and eager, he becomes common. When Marcus seems selective and slightly hard to get, he becomes valuable. Marcus will say things like, "You seem cool, but I'm not sure if we'd get along." What's something most people don't know about you? Jake says, "You're so beautiful. Tell me everything about yourself." One creates curiosity and challenge, the other creates boredom. Marcus also uses what I call strategic disqualification. He'll say something like, "You're probably too high maintenance for me," with a smile. Now she has to prove she's not high maintenance. He's flipped the script. Instead of trying to qualify himself to her, she's qualifying herself to him. But here's what ties all of this together, and it's the most important part. Marcus genuinely believes he's the prize. While Jake is thinking, "I hope she likes me," Marcus is thinking, "I wonder if I'll like her." This isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. Marcus has worked on himself. He has hobbies, goals, and a life he's excited about. When he talks to women, he's not looking for validation. He's looking for someone who adds value to his already good life. Jake's energy, please complete me. Marcus's energy, want to join my adventure? Question for you. What's one thing you're genuinely excited about in your life right now? If you can't answer that immediately, that's your homework. When you combine all three principles, contrast positioning, effort contrast, and scarcity mindset, something magical happens. You stop trying to be attractive and you start being attractive. So let's recap what Marcus does that makes him irresistible. Number 1, he positions himself in environments where he stands out. Number 2, he highlights his strengths by keeping everything else simple. Number 3, he acts like the selector, not the selected. Here's your action plan. Pick one of these 3 strategies and try it this week. Then come back and tell me in the comments what happened. Remember, being hot isn't about having perfect features. It's about understanding psychology and positioning yourself as the prize. Hit subscribe if this helped you see attraction differently, and I'll see you in the next one.